Everyone deserves a family. Not everyone can get there by themselves. It's not always as easy as everyone thinks, and we were devastated for a couple years.
Our fertility journey began several years ago. We made the decision to have another baby after quite a long time, 17 years. Big decision for us. We're very excited. Proceeded through with trying to have a baby, and after a year of trying, we realized we would need to utilize IVF. It was basically our last resort in terms of to have a baby, and that was a huge decision, huge financial, physical, emotional decision, but we came to RMA, met with the doctors here, and that was, once we met with them, we knew that we felt confident going ahead with it and that it was the right decision and felt that we would get a baby.
Many studies have shown that it's very difficult for couples suffering through infertility to even come to get help. Probably been the majority of these patients who don't even bother picking up the phone or going in for a consultation. So that first step is a critical one, and we try to make it as pleasant as possible for the couples coming into our office.
When Dr. Miller and I started RMA of Michigan, for me, I thought, how am I going to make this center different than what the Metro Detroit area already had? And I felt we wanted it to be patient-centered. My hope is that when you walk through the door, you're going to be a part of our family.
Everyone was fantastic. I can't say enough about the staff at RMA. I have never been to a doctor's office before where I have felt so comfortable. And it's rare to find a staff that just seems so invested in your journey and your success.
What I like about RMA of Michigan as the father, this process was very important to me too. So they seem to really care about us and about getting a result here. Being a father has been the greatest experience of my life. RMA made it possible.
Even though it was a very streamlined process, you felt like they were there just for you, and that they really cared about you and your journey.
From the moment we walked in the door in the morning, the reception staff would greet you by name, ask you how you are. They knew who you were. As many patients as RMA has, you really felt that they knew who you were as a couple and greeted you. That was wonderful to have that in the morning.
One of the things I enjoy most about working here at RMA of Michigan is our patient-focused approach. We really like to focus on the patient, and we have a primary team assigned to each patient, meaning that there's a primary doc, a primary nurse, so we get to know this patient very well and their particular needs.
Another unique feature of cycling at RMA of Michigan is that we start our day very early. We start seeing patients at 6:30 in the morning so that they can get to work and none of their coworkers or maybe even their bosses need to know that they've been here in the morning for monitoring. Fertility treatments are stressful. It takes a huge emotional, physical, and financial commitment, and we try as best we can to minimize the personal impact on their careers and on their jobs.
Another great thing about RMA of Michigan is that they offered the Premier IVF 100% refund program. For Phil and I, it was a no-brainer. It gave us a peace of mind knowing that if we didn't succeed the first time, that we would be able to keep trying until we received a healthy baby. They're the only fertility center in Michigan to offer the 100% refund program, and that was very important to both of us.
So I think a really essential component to having a premier lab is having a full-time embryologist here in the lab 365 days a year. I think we have the best lab in the area because we have a fully committed team that's here each and every day in the lab with the embryos, and we don't have to go to some outside director's schedule. It's the schedule of our patients that drive our lab.
I would definitely recommend RMA Michigan because they gave us our Allie. We never thought we would have another baby. She was created from here. RMA gave us a baby. RMA gives thousands of people a baby, and that's just a miracle in itself.
We would definitely recommend RMA of Michigan. They made our dreams come true.
There is no better phone call to make than when I get to pick up the phone and let a couple know that they're pregnant and that finally all that they have worked for, all they had hoped for, and all that they had dreamed has finally come together. There isn't a better job.
Since 2006, we've been very fortunate to help over 1,000 couples here at RMA of Michigan achieve their lifetime dream of building a family.